All right, welcome everyone. Today we're diving deep into, well, how to plan the perfect Ireland trip.
Perfect. Yeah,
It's one of those places everyone wants to go.
it is.
Everyone's got it on their bucket list, but where
Correct.
do you even begin? I mean,
Exact.
beautiful scenery, tons of history,
Yeah, and so much to see.
so much to see.
And you don't want to just fall into the tourist traps.
Oh, absolutely not. We want to find those
Yeah,
hidden gems.
exactly. Those unique experiences.
Yes, exactly. And luckily, we've got some great source material here
We do.
to help us out. And one that I was particularly drawn to is this Love Ireland newsletter.
It's a great resource.
It's packed with, local insights,
It's
tips.
from people who actually live there.
Exactly, yeah. So, I think we should start with those iconic spots that everyone's heard of,
Okay, yeah.
like the Cliffs of Moher,
Yeah.
Giant's Causeway,
The must-sees.
Dublin. Are those actually worth all the hype, or should we be, kind of looking elsewhere?
I think they are worth the hype, but with a little bit of a twist.
Okay.
The cliffs of Moher, for
Yeah.
example, they are breathtaking.
I can imagine.
Millions of years. The Atlantic
Oh.
carving out those cliffs. But the Love Ireland newsletter actually
Yeah.
suggests a spot that's a little less crowded
Okay.
to see them, Hag's Head.
Oh, I like that.
And it says that from there, you can really appreciate the scale of the cliffs,
Oh, wow. Okay.
even more so.
So it's about finding those different perspectives,
Yeah, a different angle.
even on those popular spots.
Absolutely.
Okay, what about the Giant's Causeway?
Another one that lives up to the hype.
Okay.
Those hexagonal basalt columns, it really is otherworldly.
Yeah, it looks it in the photos.
It is.
Yeah.
They were formed by a volcanic activity like 60 million years ago.
Wow.
And you can actually walk among them.
That's incredible.
It's incredible, yeah.
Okay, well, we can't talk about Ireland without talking about Dublin.
Of course.
I
Yeah.
mean, Trinity College is on my list.
The library there.
The library, yeah. With all the books, but like what else should we be seeing there?
Yeah, you have to see that library. The
Yeah.
long room
Yeah.
with those towering shelves and all the manuscripts. But the newsletter suggests
Yeah.
to really get a feel for Dublin, exploring the Liberties,
Oh, what's that?
which is this historic neighborhood,
Okay.
and it's full of artisan workshops and pubs,
Uh-huh.
traditional pubs, and even like a vibrant street market.
Oh, I love a good street market.
Yes.
Okay, so that sounds right up my alley, but everyone has different interests.
Right.
What if someone's, say, like a history buff?
Oh, then Ireland's like a dream come true for them.
Okay.
Because beyond Dublin, there's Newgrange,
What's that?
which is a prehistoric passage tune older than Stonehenge.
Wow.
Can you imagine like stepping inside
Oh my gosh.
this ancient structure?
Mhm.
And it's aligned so that on the winter solstice,
Yeah.
the rising sun actually illuminates the whole chamber.
Wow.
That's amazing.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
I know, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
And then if you're interested in more recent history,
Okay.
Kilmarnham Jail is really moving.
Tell me about that.
This former prison held the leaders of the Irish Rebellion.
Wow.
So it tells a really powerful story about Ireland's fight for independence.
Okay, I'm adding that to my list.
Yeah, the newsletter recommends booking your tickets in advance for that
Okay.
because the tours sell out.
Noted. Okay, well, what if I want to connect with nature?
Okay, well, Connemara National Park
Tell me about it.
is just, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
Okay.
It's rugged, it's got mountains, it's got lakes.
I like it.
But here's the detail that I really love. It's home to the only herd of native Connemara ponies.
Shut up.
Yes.
Really?
And you might even see them just roaming free in the park.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I know Ireland's famous for its music,
Yes.
but I'll admit I'm not super familiar with traditional Irish music. Like, what should I be listening for?
Think like lively fiddle tunes,
Okay.
haunting flute melodies,
Okay.
and the bodhran, which is this traditional Irish drum,
Oh, okay.
gives it that like rhythmic pulse. And the newsletter says Doolin, which is this small village on the West Coast,
Okay.
is really the heart and soul of traditional music.
Oh, cool.
They recommend checking out O'Connor's Pub.
Okay.
For these like authentic sessions, it'll just get you tapping your feet.
Awesome. Okay, so, speaking of experiencing Ireland, I know our sources emphasize choosing the right season
Yeah.
can really make or break a trip. Why is that so important in Ireland?
It's about more than just the weather.
Okay.
Each season reveals a different side of Ireland.
I see.
For instance, like in the spring,
Yeah.
wildflowers completely blanket this place called the Burren.
Oh, where is that?
in County Clare.
Okay.
And it just transforms this rocky landscape into like this tapestry of color,
Wow.
which you wouldn't see in the fall.
Okay, that's stunning.
It is.
Okay, but what about those classic images of, driving along the wild Atlantic Way? Like,
Yeah.
is there a best time to do that?
The newsletter actually recommends
Yeah.
doing that in the shoulder season, spring or fall.
Okay.
So you avoid the summer crowds
I see.
and you can have those more intimate encounters with the rugged coast.
Okay, so it's about, like, maximizing the experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Picking the right season for what you want to see.
I get it. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
When we think of Ireland, I mean, we can't forget about the food.
Of course.
It can't just be Guinness and potatoes, right?
No, definitely not.
What else have we got?
Ireland's culinary scene has really just like exploded
Oh, cool.
in recent years.
Okay.
So imagine you're at the English market in Cork,
Okay. Yeah.
surrounded by these stalls, and they're overflowing with artisan cheese, fresh seafood, locally grown produce. It's amazing.
It sounds incredible.
It's so much more than,
Uh,
the stereotype of like the heavy pub food.
right.
Right.
And the newsletter even suggests a food tour in Galway,
Oh, cool.
which highlights all the innovative chefs
Okay.
and the local producers.
Nice.
You'll sample, like, everything
Okay, I'm sold.
from seaweed-infused chocolate
What?
to craft beers brewed with Irish barley.
Okay, my mouth is watering.
It's quite a scene.
Hold on, everyone. Before we dive into part 2 of this deep dive,
Yes.
I want to hear from you, the listener.
Yes.
What's caught your attention so far?
What's on that bucket list?
What's going on your Ireland bucket list?
Yes, let us know.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. So now that we've got you dreaming of Ireland,
Yes.
let's talk about how to actually get around.
Okay, yeah.
Eyes are there.
Ireland's small,
Yeah.
but I imagine the roads are, kind of winding through those beautiful landscapes. Yeah, and I won't want to be rushed.
Right.
So, what are our options?
Well, renting a car definitely gives you that ultimate freedom,
Okay.
and you can really embrace that spontaneity. Yeah.
That the newsletter talks about,
Yeah.
Imagine, stumbling upon a hidden beach
Ooh,
tucked away along the wild Atlantic Way.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's the kind of magic you can find when you're,
Yeah.
setting your own pace.
I love that, but I'm also picturing, those narrow country roads.
Right.
And I have to admit, driving on the left side kind of freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, that can be a bit daunting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
The newsletter does say, though,
Yeah.
familiarize yourself with the road signs,
Okay, good advice.
roundabouts before you go,
Okay.
and maybe even, opt for an automatic transmission
Oh, good idea.
if you're not used to shifting gears with your left hand.
Smart. Yeah, good tip.
Yeah.
But what about, exploring those cute towns and villages?
Right.
Would a car even be practical there?
That's where I think the Irish rail system is a really great option.
Okay.
The train journeys are an experience in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking out at rolling green hills and villages.
I like it.
You might even see a castle or two along the way.
Oh, wow.
Plus, you don't have to deal with the hassle of parking,
That's true.
which can be tricky in some of those smaller towns.
Okay, so trains for town hopping,
Exactly.
spackle car for, exploring the countryside.
Yeah, I think that's a good combo.
Does the newsletter, suggest any routes or itineraries?
It does. There's one that highlights the Southwest,
Okay.
starting in Dublin, winding down to Cork,
Okay.
with stops at Kilkenny, Waterford,
Uh-huh.
Killarney National Park
Oh, nice.
along the way.
That's amazing.
And they even recommend specific B&Bs and pubs
I love
to
that.
check out along the route.
That's what I'm talking about, like a real curated adventure.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't talk about Ireland without talking about, the history and the culture.
Right, of course.
Like a land of myths and legends.
It is.
Oh,
And
man.
one of the things that fascinates me is how present the ancient past still feels
Mm.
in Ireland.
Yeah.
Take the Hill of Tara, for example.
Okay.
It was once the seat of the High Kings of Ireland.
Wow.
And you could just stand on that hilltop
Yeah.
and feel the echoes of all those ancient rituals and
You
ceremonies.
give me goosebumps.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It's something you can't get from a history book.
You can't. No.
And the newsletter suggests also visiting the Hill of Slane,
Okay. What's that?
which is nearby.
Okay.
And that's where St. Patrick supposedly lit the first Paschal fire in defiance of the pagan king.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a place where, history and legend, they're layered on top of each other.
Okay. I'm adding that to the list.
Yeah.
I know Ireland's full of castles.
Yes.
But are they all just pretty facades?
Oh.
Or are there some with, like, really good stories?
Oh, they're all teeming with stories.
Okay, good.
Like, take Blarney Castle, for example.
Okay.
Legend has it that if you kiss the Blarney Stone,
Yes, I've heard of this.
which is perched high up
Yeah.
on the castle walls,
You get the gift of eloquence.
you get the gift of gab.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've heard of that, but dangling upside down to kiss a stone
right.
doesn't really appeal to me.
Maybe not for everyone.
Yeah.
What about, like, Kilkenny Castle?
Okay, tell me about that.
The newsletter describes it as having this really turbulent past.
Okay.
It was a symbol of Norman power,
Uh-huh.
a grand residence,
Wow.
and even a military hospital.
It's seen a lot.
It has.
Yeah.
You can walk through, like, centuries of history
Wow.
within those walls.
Okay, so it's not just about visiting a place.
Yeah.
It's about understanding the story behind it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And speaking of stories, we can't forget about the Irish tradition
Yeah.
of storytelling.
Okay, like what?
The newsletter recommends finding a Sean Chai,
What's that?
which is like a traditional storyteller.
Oh,
Usually found in a local pub,
I like it.
and they'll weave these tales of folklore,
Uh-huh.
mythology, local history.
I can just picture it. It's really special.
Yeah, like a crackling fireplace, a pint of Guinness in hand,
Yes.
and just being mesmerized by these stories.
It really captures the spirit of Ireland.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is all making me very eager to go to Ireland.
I know, me too.
But before we move on to, like, the practicalities,
Okay.
like where to stay,
Yeah.
I want to hear from you, the listener.
Yeah.
What aspects of Irish history,
And culture.
yeah, have
Yeah.
like sparked your imagination?
What stories are you hoping to uncover on your trip?
Welcome back to our deep dive, everyone. We've covered a lot of ground in Ireland.
We have.
From those must-see sites
Yeah.
to, the myths and legends and even how to get around.
The practical stuff.
Yes, exactly. But now I think we need to talk about where we're going to rest our heads
Yes, where to stay.
after a long day of exploring.
Very important.
So, accommodations.
Yes.
What are our options? I mean, are we talking cozy cottages, luxurious castles? Like, what's the vibe?
All of the above.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, and I think finding the right place to stay can really enhance the whole experience.
Yeah.
It's not just about a bed.
Right.
It's about finding a place that really reflects, the atmosphere of Ireland.
So what does our Love Ireland newsletter recommend?
Well, they actually highlight this really unique experience
Okay.
of staying in a traditional Irish pub with rooms.
Oh, interesting. Okay, tell me more.
So imagine, like, falling asleep
Yeah.
to the sounds of lively music
Okay, like it.
and then waking up
Yeah.
to the smell of a full Irish breakfast.
Oh, that does sound pretty good.
Talk about immersing yourself in the local culture.
I mean, you're right there.
You're right in it.
Right in the heart of it.
Yeah.
Okay, what about those classic bed and breakfasts?
Oh, those are lovely.
Are they really as charming as everyone says?
They really are. The newsletter suggests looking for them along the Wild Atlantic Way
Okay.
because a lot of them have, like, stunning coastal views,
Oh, nice.
and the owners are usually locals.
Yeah.
So they can give you all sorts of personalized recommendations
Yeah, insider tips.
that you wouldn't find in any guidebook.
It's like having a personal concierge
Exactly.
who knows all the secrets.
Yes.
Okay, but what about for those who want, maybe something a little bit more like luxury, a little pampering?
Well, Ireland has some absolutely incredible castle hotels.
Oh, of course they do.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me more.
Like Ashford Castle, for example.
Okay.
It's set on this, like, sprawling estate
Wow.
with its own lake and a falconry school.
Shut up. That's amazing.
It's like something out of a fairy tale.
Okay, this is getting added to my
It
list.
is pretty dreamy.
Yeah.
But the newsletter does say that they could be quite pricey,
Okay, that makes sense.
especially during peak season.
Yeah, so maybe save up.
Yeah.
I'm personally drawn to the idea of like a cozy cottage
Oh, I love them.
tucked away somewhere in the countryside.
Yeah.
Does the newsletter have any tips for finding those?
They do. They recommend checking out websites
Okay.
like Under the Thatch,
Okay.
which specialize in, like, authentic Irish cottages.
Okay.
Some of them are even centuries old.
Wow.
They really emphasize the charm
Yeah.
of staying in a thatch roof cottage.
I mean, come on.
It's, traditional craftsmanship,
Yeah, it's so unique.
that connection to nature.
I'm picturing myself curled up by a peat fire,
Yes,
listening to the rain on the thatched roof.
that's the dream.
Oh, that sounds so good. But what about people traveling, maybe on a tighter budget?
Oh,
Or people who want more of a, like, social atmosphere.
Right. Well, hostels are a great option, though,
Okay, yeah.
especially for, like, solo travelers or backpackers.
Yeah.
The newsletter highlights the Generator Hostel
Okay.
in Dublin, which is known for its stylish design.
Oh, cool.
They have social events.
Oh, okay.
It's in a really central location.
Nice.
But they also recommend checking out, like, some of the independent hostels,
Oh, yeah.
which often offer, like, a more intimate,
Yeah.
local experience.
Okay, so it really sounds like there's an accommodation style for everyone in Ireland.
There is, and I love that you can mix and match.
Oh, yeah.
You could do a couple of nights in a city center hotel, and then escape to, like, a countryside cottage.
I like it.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
Exactly.
So, as we've seen throughout this whole deep dive, this Love Ireland newsletter
So, yeah,
is really like the secret weapon
it is.
for planning a trip.
Yeah.
But beyond the practicalities, we keep coming back to, this sense of magic
The magic of Ireland.
that Ireland has. Why is that?
I think it's a combination of things. The
Yeah.
landscapes are just stunning.
Yeah.
The history, the mythology,
It's all woven together.
it's woven into the fabric of the land.
Yeah.
The people are so warm and
Right,
welcoming.
it's true.
It's special.
Yeah, it's like stepping back in time,
Yes.
but also feeling completely at ease.
Yeah, that sense of wonder. So, as we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
I want to encourage all of you listening
Yeah.
to embrace that sense of wonder when you go to Ireland.
Let go of the itinerary.
Let go of the rigid itinerary.
Yeah.
Be open to those, like, chance encounters.
Yes.
Allow yourself to just be captivated by the magic of Ireland.
Because at the end of the day, it's those unplanned moments.
Yes.
Those chance connections, the unexpected discoveries
That you'll remember forever.
that will stay with you.
Yes.
So, as you embark on your own Ireland adventure,
Yes.
we want to leave you with this.
One final thought.
What stories will you bring back from the Emerald Isle?
What will be your unique Irish tale?
Safe travels, everyone, and may your journey be filled with kraken.
And unforgettable moments.
Slante.